Welcome back to another video from the Compounding Passive Income channel. I am your host, the Passive Income Poet. And before we get started with another Passive Income Poet original limerick, we'll take care of some housekeeping and recite the first and one of the original poems that you've all become to know and love, called I'm Not Your Financial Advisor. It's haiku number 1. Do your own research. I'm just a dude on YouTube, not finance advice. Thank you for joining me today. And we'll go ahead and get started with another original limerick. And it's limerick number 2, titled Wherefore art thou, Cryptozoa? I miss JC Crypto and Mikey. Their banter enhances the psyche. Captain Defi, Drip Network, and Kale. Mikey's haircut will land him in jail. Without them, we're all up the pikey. Anyway, gonna move past that, shut this whole thing down, and I know I stumbled there, but again, I'm a one-take Tommy and don't really practice this at all. I do it live off the cuff, and it is what it is. You aren't being charged for any of this, so I hope you appreciate just the effort to class up the joint a little bit. I do miss Cryptozoa and those guys. JC, Crypto, and Mikey, hope you guys and your families are both doing well. Hope you guys decide to, throw us a bone maybe once a month. Maybe you guys can consider coming back and doing an update once a month. I know how tough it is to kind of keep these videos and channels up and going, but anyway, you're missed and appreciated. All right, we're going to jump into this. We're going to cover something and just a couple of things. I know I've been hearing a lot of banter about the failed marketing and what's going on with the Drip Garden and the Piggy Bank, and just a lot of comments from various YouTube influencers and content producers about the Drip Network. So I'm going to cover and give you my perspective on the Drip Garden and Piggy Bank. And I know a lot of people talk about the price of those two protocols within the Drip Network and Animal Farm ecosystem. They focus on price, and they also really focus on the LP. And I want to disagree with both of those things for the time being, right? Because number one, price and LP are a couple of things that you as an individual investor cannot really control. What you can control are your habits, right? In terms of compounding, dollar cost averaging, and those are the things you can control. And the name of the game should be for you is not about where the LP is or where the price is. It should be about accumulation of value and assets. And in both of those protocols, in terms of the Drip Garden and Piggy Bank, that means accumulating plants and accumulating piglets. And the reason I'm saying this is those are things you can control, right? By buying them and then also compounding daily. A lot of people I see when they're producing, videos about, especially the Piggy Bank, they let their staked piggy banks just roll for days, and they're missing out on the daily interest that you have to do. I get up every morning and I compound, and that's what you have to do to take advantage of these protocols, both of them, in order to maintain that 3.33%, right? That's what you can control. You're getting a set number of the plants produce you a set number of seeds every day. Your plant price is only going to your plant count and your piglet count is only going to go up every time you compound, right? That you can control. So I just want to encourage you to try to avoid and ignore, for the time being, the price of those two things, because those are two things, again, like I said, you can't control. You can't control the LP because that's based on the price of either the Drip BUSD, or the Drip, or the Piglet, or the Pig Token BUSD, right? And then also the contract of the Garden and the Piggy Bank. Those are the things that influence those. And right now, while the Animal Farm is still technically broken and not fully functional, hopefully next Tuesday that will be amended, and we'll see some price appreciation. And it may not be instant, right? A lot of people will dump, and so I wouldn't hold my breath about you seeing gains to 100 or anything. But keep that in perspective. And that being said, Drip and the price of pigs are a constant, right? That's one thing. And the garden and the piggy bank are basically a leverage play. Forex has been saying this forever. So that means that if the contracts and the price of both the drip and the drip BUSD LP and the pigs BUSD LP and the contracts for both of those go up, especially if the price just goes up on either of those, you will see a multiplier in terms of how quickly your assets in both the garden and the piggy bank go up as well, right? So I just want to encourage you, don't lose sight of what's really going on here. Your goal should be to accumulate these plants and piglets. And I'm going to just kind of jump over to this Excel spreadsheet here and just kind of show you here, right? I've been tracking, again, I do this daily, right? The price of pigs here and, my pig pen deposit. I know for a fact, before I even add all of this stuff in every morning, if this whole little grid here for the day is going to be green or not, right? If this pig price is down and if the contract is down, then I know that it's going to be all of these categories that I track are going to be down. Same thing with the drip garden, right? I know that my count and my LP and my hourly and daily rate that I'm making, I know they're going to be down. But again, I also know, right, that we're working with a broken protocol right now, which has been being amended and going to be going back live. And then you can look back on the historicals and see what that's done for you. So again, just keep it in perspective. I want to encourage you not to stress out about, things going down. And if you're smart and you're, compounding in that piggy bank because you value the pigs and the pig token itself, man, that's the long-term play. I'm telling you. I just, like I said, I'm not stressed about it, which brings me to my next point. Why I don't stress? It's because I'm an SME. Now, I'm still not your financial advisor, so I'm just sharing with you my journey. But I consider myself, for me, to be a subject matter expert. I've been, heavily researching crypto, for a long while, actually, but really seriously at the end of 2019 when we were first learning about that, sickness that was global that was going around. I was following it where it first started and back in late 2019, which prompted me to say, hey man, I need to do something with my 401k because I see what that's going to do to supply chain. And that's when I really kind of made my first moves into crypto as a whole. I did it like everybody else, jumped onto Coinbase, made some purchases into Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then, quickly stopped buying Ethereum when I saw those fees and was wondering what happened to my money. Anyway, but again, the reason I don't stress is because I spend a lot of time researching, reading white papers, right? Understanding tokenomics, understanding ecosystems, understanding, the protocols that I'm investing in. And yes, I've gotten burned on a few things, right? But for the most part, the reason I don't stress is because I understand thoroughly. And I shouldn't say thoroughly, but I have a pretty strong understanding about, where these assets are that I'm investing in and what they are and how they react. I mean, you see the spreadsheets I'm tracking. So when the price is down, I'm like, yep, it's going to be red when I, process my data, and look at that, right? So anyway, I just want to encourage you, take it for what it is. You need to educate yourself. When we say do your own research, everybody says this, it's serious. You need to do your own research before investing one red cent so that you don't stress out. And it's typically the noobs, right? And the people who are either committing capital, investment capital and risk capital that they really shouldn't be investing in, or they're too concentrated in one thing. You really need to kind of spread it out, which is, again, why I'm not a drip maxi, right? I think you need to be wise about, what you invest in different strong protocols. Like I said, for me, drip and the whole ecosystem, which has multiple protocols in it, are one of my, big holdings. Flare Network and Songbird Network, the Flare's Canary Network. That's another big one that I'm heavily invested in, and then also XRP and the XRP protocol and all the XRPL projects that are going in there. I have a ton of investments in projects on the XRPL. So anyway, that's just my strategy, and that's also why I don't stress. I've also been through several crypto winners and bear markets. So this is not my first rodeo, right? I don't stress. In fact, I am of the mindset of like, this is value. I'm accumulating value here. So anyway, that's kind of gonna leave it there. I don't need to beat this dead horse, but again, know what you're invested in. Spend time understanding your protocols. All right, let's jump over for my wallet voyeurs here, just to kind of show you where I am with things. I'm at 1,163 drip tokens. You know, again, I should hit in the next 5 days or so. Actually, I'll just show you. I should hit 1,200. Actually, in the next 4 or 5 days, I should hit 1,200, which is nice. And again, right now, it's not a big deal in terms of when that hits, because I'm waiting for that price accumulation. We'll just show you. I have 551 piston tokens. That's, again, it's moving along. It's only at a couple of bucks right now, per token, so not too big a deal. Start out here. I have 22.82 pigs. If you look at my piggy bank strategy that I posted last a week ago Sunday, I think I had zero point 0.4 pigs token that I was able to extract from my, piggy bank strategy. So, again, we don't know really what this does until the full protocol is up and working. Piggy bank, I think that I'll let you guys stop and pause this, right, and kind of see what's going on here. I just, again, like I said, compounded this morning, so you can kind of take a look here. And then again, I do love, DeFi Buddy. It really gives you, I'll kind of scroll down and let you guys pause this as you want, and kind of see where things are. Again, even after, I'd let this roll for the unstaked piggy banks, I have let it roll for, 7 days at the end of each month. And then I split it out, take half out, split the LPs, move the pigs into the piggy bank, and keep the BUSD. I'm looking good, and I will be at, let me see, by tomorrow, when I compound tomorrow, because I think I'm earning 1.7 million. Yeah, right now, after today's compound, I'm earning 1.779 piglets per day, right? And this is a constant in terms of number of piglets or truffles that your piglets produce for you, which is why you want to always be producing. I should be at 55 million by tomorrow's compound. So again, this is good stuff, man. This is great. I mean, I'll be at 2 million here shortly. So in another day or two, 2 million piglets a day that I'm producing. So anyway, yeah, you see here I will be at 55 million. And then I'm not going to even cover these. These are dying, man. Look at how low the contract is. There's only 3,000 BUSD, and in terms of the BUSD crop farmer, I'm just riding it out to get my money back. I made I think I made $7, $2.50 on the BUSD, and on the BNB farmer, I think I made $7 when I compounded, or took profits on Sunday night. So not great. Still taking a little bit out of the BNB miner, but I strongly discourage miners. I'm not about that at all. So, and then my stakes here that I have with a stake X on the XRPL, just kind of showing you that. But man, listen, this thing is pumping. This is doing what it's supposed to do. I'll also show you kind of what I'm doing here. You guys can pause this if you want to kind of take a look at what's going on here in terms of my stats. Yes, the LP is down. Yes, I'm not making as much per day, as I'd like. $99 has gone down. But when this thing turns around and is fully open, and it does, it's going to scream upwards, right? Because I've been doing the right thing by hydrating and compounding, in both of those protocols in terms of the piggy bank and the drip garden. So anyway, and again, I didn't start out, I'm not a, Daddy Warbucks, didn't start out with big. I started out, I think, with, not that much. I did a video a long time ago in terms of, how many I initially started. It was expensive back when I started, right? My drip, initial drip purchases were like $120 or something like that, maybe a little bit higher. And then the cost of plants was pretty high too, man. So I didn't get a lot of value. You can still get in there the way this whole protocol is set up for both to get piglets and plants. You can get it now for pretty cheap. I think I invested one LP, $10 in my main. Yeah, again, I'll show you the drip garden here. I think it's Sunday morning. I added $10. $5 for each of my other sub wallets. Then my main wallet here, I add $10. But I think I got like 6,000 piglets or something like that, or maybe it was 12,000. I can't remember. Whatever it was for $10, it was like 1.1 LP that I got. So that being said, I did once a week. I did cash out my drip garden on Saturday night and got 11 point whatever drip BUSD that I'm waiting to save to add to the farms and the pools, right, to generate pigs. So anyway, that's going to do it. Not going to keep you here for that much longer. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you guys subscribing and checking out the channel. And listen, congratulations, you've made it through every one of your worst days, and you'll get through the next ones as well, right? You're doing the right thing by changing your life with your investment, and at least researching it. You're already a step ahead of everybody, right? If you're researching crypto, you're a step ahead of everybody. We're still so early. If you're in crypto, you're way far ahead of most people, and if you're in DeFi and good DeFi protocols, you're way ahead of most people in crypto. So congratulations on that. So be kind to everybody. Be generous even when you don't have a lot of money, right? You have the ability to control that as well. So anyway, that's going to do it. We will talk to you next week, and have an awesome rest of the week.